What's up, guys? It's Jay, MorninAfterKill, and I'm back here on Grand Theft Auto 5. And today, I am going to show you where all 10 hidden Epsilon Tracts are inside this game. But first, to be able to do this mission, you are going to have to do all the Kifflom missions for Michael. And if you don't know how to do that, there is going to be a link in the description down below to a guide that I made to show you where all the Epsilon missions are for Michael. So, either you've already done them, or you just came back, in which case, welcome back. And if you've already done that, that sounds kind of silly, doesn't it? Anyway, there are 10 hidden Epsilon Tracts in the game. Even though Rockstar's Social Club says that there are 15, this mission ends at 10 of 10. So either that's a typo by Rockstar's behalf, or it's a hint at a future DLC, or maybe an Easter egg inside this game pertaining to Epsilon. So what we're going to do is we're going to go up to Mount Chiliad. That is where the first track is going to be located. And I'm not going to mark it on the map because you should already know where Mount Chiliad is. So the second one is going to be all the way out here on the eastern portion of the map inside this bay. You do not actually need a boat and scuba gear to get this because it is not that far down, and you don't have to be afraid to be underwater because if you are close to run out of oxygen, you can just switch to another character and then switch back and you will have full oxygen. And you can see right here, even though I ran out of a little bit of oxygen, I still made it back to the surface with about 50% of my health. So you don't have to be worried about being underwater. There's no sharks out here and it's nowhere near crush depth. So the third one is gonna be all the way up north. There's gonna be a bunch of islands that kind of looks like the tip of a dick, and then it like a bunch of semen spurting out. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the northernmost portion of the semen spewing out of the penis. So right here, bam, you can see it out in plain view. Now, you're gonna want to use a helicopter to do this. It's gonna be the fastest way, and a lot of these tracks are pretty much in areas where you're gonna have to either do some swimming or leave a car behind, so you might as well grab yourself a motherfucking chopper. So the fourth one is gonna be right back by Mount Chiliad. So we're gonna go into the map right here, and we're gonna show you that over by Mount Chiliad, kind of by the Alamo Sea, there is a tunnel that goes underneath the mountain. So don't mark the actual tunnel, mark the outside entrance of the tunnel right here, because this is the closest to where that actual tract is gonna be. Now, I tried to fly a helicopter inside this, tunnel. It didn't work. It's not big enough. So before you get any bright ideas, don't try it. But this is actually a really easy one to grab. You're just gonna go ahead and park right outside of the tunnel, and about I think it's 25 to 30 feet inside this tunnel, you will find a little bit of a stairs that has a security door, and right next to the security door is gonna be the Epsilon Tract. Now, a lot of people actually believe that this security door actually leads to the, the FIB and the IAA building, so that's one thing to go ahead and look for because I've been searching for all these Easter eggs. So, this next one is gonna be out in Little Seoul right here, and we're gonna park out in the street, and I made the mistake of running around the left side thinking it's going to be on the back side of the church. Do not do that because it is not on the back side of the church. It is actually on the front of the church out by the street. So all we're going to do is come right out front of the church and we're going to hop over this hedge, and that's where this Epsilon Tract is going to be. Really easy to find, although I don't know why all these people are running. I did not shoot any weapons. They're just running like Godzilla was coming after them, which is kind of fucked up because we're in Little Seoul, and that's Korean, Asian, it's kind of there. We don't want to go there and be racist though. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come all the way out to the Sonar collections dock. You should already know where this is, and this one is a little bit of a pain in the ass to get to if you're using a helicopter, because sometimes if you park the helicopter on land, the helicopter will actually disappear by the time you come back, and you don't want to lose your chopper. So if you do have a little bit of skills with the helicopter, just park it on the dock. There is enough room. However, sometimes high tide will be there, and it will be all up on the dock with the water. It's kind of weird. I don't know what's going on here. Something crazy is going on in my game. So the next one is going to be all the way out in the Richmond section. So what we're going to do is we're going to come to find that little circular area on the map, and then there's going to be this little box right next to it, and we're going to park, and there's going to be a really nice villa there. Now this villa is surrounded by a wall, So what you're gonna do is you're gonna wanna hop over that wall, and then if you keep coming around this side, you don't have to worry, there's nobody inside the house, and you're gonna come around the front. There's gonna be a patio, and then what we're gonna do is run down the steps, and right here on top of the steps is actually gonna be where this Epsilon Tract's gonna be. It's kind of well hidden there. I didn't really see it. I was just trying to get over this wall, and I found the Epsilon Tract. I thought it was gonna be over there kind of by the dumpster, but it was actually right here on the steps. Very cool. So the next one is gonna be all the way back to Mount Chiliad. So we're just gonna have to go back to where we were before, and instead of being on the platform this time, this one is gonna spawn underneath the tree a little bit to the left. So that's actually a really easy one to get. And the next one, I probably shouldn't even have to mark it on the map because we're going all the way back to the city. So what I did was I just marked kind of like right in the middle of the map, kind of where this building's gonna be, and you know what it is. That's right, it is the Maze Bank building, the tallest building inside this game, and right on top the helipad. I told you were gonna need a helicopter anyway. You have to grab a helicopter. So we're gonna go ahead and just park on the helipad, and it's right there. Now I parked on top of the helipad and on top of the goddamn track. So one thing you want to be watching out for in the helicopter is you can walk into your own rotor blades. So make sure you give yourself a little bit of time to let these blades die down before you go walking past them. And now we're on the 10th out of 10 Epsilon Tract, and this last one's gonna be right here at this little cemetery island out in the middle of nowhere. Not really, but it's kind of, you know, off the track, off the hidden track, you know, not really on the main road, just kind of out here chilling where nobody ever goes. So anyway, what we're gonna do is we're gonna fly our helicopter on top of a grave. Really disrespectful, I know, we're sorry, but he has our tract right there, and we're gonna grab it. There is 10 out of 10 Epsilon Tracts located very quickly, very easy, and I wanted to make this a little bit easier for everybody to understand because it's just right there, and some of the other guides I see it online just really mark it on the map, and they don't really show you exactly the person picking up the track, which can be really helpful so you know exactly where they are, especially when going underwater and getting a visual. So what I've done here is I'm showing you the Epsilon Tract of the 9th paradigm. Now, this is actually in white and blue on the screen, so what I've done is I zoomed it, I cropped it in, and I put it in black and white so you guys can actually read this. This is actually supposed to pertain to an Easter egg in the game that goes along the Epsilon Tract. Now, there are 3 Easter eggs that everybody's trying to find. We've already showed you the Illuminati wall that shows you that there is a UFO. We found the UFOs, there is a jetpack, and there is some type of an egg in this game. And a lot of people are thinking that this paradigm is hinting at either an Easter egg in the game or some type of DLC to come. So if you want to go ahead and read this manifest, go ahead, have yourself fun. If not, if you want to just go in this game and just find these goddamn tracks, you can read it for yourself there. So my name is Jay, MorninAfterKill. Make sure you guys rate, comment, subscribe. I want to thank you guys for watching. If you could leave a thumbs up on this video, I would highly appreciate it because it gives me motivation to make more videos for you motherfuckers that watch my motherfucking videos. If this helped you out, I hope it did, because that's all we're here for, is gamers helping gamers, having a little bit of fun and finding these motherfucking Easter eggs inside this game. I've been searching. I haven't found shit. So, like I said, my name's Jay, MorninAfterKill. Make sure you guys rate, comment, subscribe. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'm going to see you guys later.